you, Martita?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you?
Yeah, great, Marta. So welcome, guys. This is another show of the Unstoppables with Unstoppable Weekends, Ida. And we are coming live on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. And we're coming live from Cyprus. Both Marta and I, we're both in Cyprus, but because we are in the middle of another lockdown, we cannot get out of our places unless it's an absolute necessity. And we were not 100% sure that that was one of these cases. So yeah, welcome to another Unstoppables show, weekend show in this case. Marta, I think you're frozen. Today, one of the reasons. Yeah, it's okay. So look, if you read the post, the reason we came live is because there's people asking questions all the time, or the people think that I've been asked recently, what is the best platform to find clients online? When I'm doing a LinkedIn masterclass or when I'm doing a Facebook masterclass, and I'm like, whoa, there is not an answer for that. There is not a one size fits all. And the reason is because you basically don't create your message or your offer and you put it online and you help your clients to come and see you. You need to understand where your clients hang out, and then you create your offer, and then you go where they hang out and you put the message in front of their faces. This is how it works. And Instagram is another platform. It's a great platform. It's not better or worse than any other platform. It's just different. Like, it's got its audience, exactly the same as LinkedIn, exactly the same as Facebook. And remember that the online space, it's not limited to the online social media platforms, because some people hang out in blogs, some people hang out in some of the places, in Pinterest. And there is amazing places, and there is a lot of different places apart from Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, where people hang out. But Instagram is a great place. We got Amar and someone else on LinkedIn, which I don't see them, but hey, thanks for tuning in. So today I wanted to bring Marta here because Marta is a LinkedIn expert. She is one of the Unstoppables. Instagram. I always get confused with the names. She is our Unstoppables Instagram expert. And the thing is that our clients in the Unstoppables, I'm going to share the screen very quickly before, well, when Marta introduces herself a little bit, but it's very important to understand, to have like at least a general knowledge of all the platforms to understand where is it better to go and put your marketing efforts into. I wanna throw a disclaimer here. If you're watching that and you think I need to market on Instagram now, or you're already marketing somewhere else, if you're starting out your online journey, the worst thing that you can do is to go and market everywhere. Is try to master LinkedIn, try to master Instagram, try to master Facebook, YouTube, and every single platform, because I promise it's gonna be overwhelming and it's gonna get you no results, nowhere. You need to choose one platform and master it and spend time on it, engage, understand the platform, the people, the mindset. And then once you've hit the 6 figures or beyond, then it's a good time to start looking at other platforms to increase your reach and find other people that might be interested in your services. So I hope that this is cool with everyone. And for the ones watching, if you have any questions, please make sure that you type your questions and we'll be replying to everyone. But now I would like Marta can you introduce yourself a little bit? And you and I have been connected for a very long time. I met you, I think that was 4 years ago. And back then I was still in my corporate role. I believe you were in Thailand and you were already living the laptop lifestyle. If you were not in Thailand, I don't really know, because you've been traveling the world since I met you. So go ahead. And who is Marta Moya?
So yeah, I was actually at the end of my time in Thailand when we met. Mm-hmm. I'm Spanish as well, and I left Spain 9 years ago, and I just discovered this online world, and I've been just like traveling and working online for probably the last 7 years. And so 4 years ago, and it was kind of when we started to talk more or less, that I started working in the Instagram world and discovering everything about how to make money on Instagram. And I started just with that, but then I started to expand more, and then I started to learn more things. But I've always been more focused on Instagram, and it's what you are saying. You know, if you try to master many social media platforms at the same time, it's not going to work. So I was focusing on Instagram.
Yeah. Cool. So that was brief. That was brief. So how did you start your Instagram journey?
So I started taking a mentorship for 3 months, and that gave me, actually from the first month, it started to give me clients. So then I started to offer this mentorship about how to make money on Instagram, and I started to get clients that way, but I felt it wasn't enough. And that's when you and me were connecting, because then you were you taught me how to do like business in general, not just Instagram. So then I expanded a little bit more, and then I was coaching for a while, and I was a mentor, Instagram mentor, for I think 2 years, and then I just started to also do Instagram management and also Instagram marketing services, and I'm starting to create like a team of people, because I also want to grow, and I want to offer these Instagram services to more and more and more people.
Yeah, that's right, man. I mean, I remember when you and I connected. Yeah, we were both a little bit like in a completely different place. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. So Marta's been one of these people that have been consistent in the online space, and I really appreciate you, Marta, and I'm very happy that you're doing that for us. We got Wolfgang watching in the Unstoppables group, and so hey, Wolfgang, thanks. Thanks. I'm getting good. I'm getting better at pronunciating your name. So great, yeah. The thing is that it doesn't matter where you do. One of the things that I found out over the years is that it doesn't matter what platform, what platform you use to put your message out there. There's some similarities between platforms, the way they work, the way they operate, the things that you need to do. There's things that are across platforms, because it's marketing has a component that it goes across industries, which is the human component. So like people buy things when they see them, when they get familiar with you, when they have a pain or they have something that they want to achieve, and this is the way of the marketing. But then you need to really understand what is the platform that you're using, how the algorithm works, what are the particularities, how to create content that it's optimized for the platform. And this is one of the reasons why we're doing that today. By the way, guys, if you're on Facebook, smash the heart button. If you're on LinkedIn, smash any button. And if you're on YouTube, I don't really know how YouTube works. I haven't really mastered the platform yet. But let us know where you're watching from. Let us know if you're watching live. If you're watching the replay, let us know that you're watching the replay. And don't be selfish. Give us some love that we're doing that on a Saturday evening. It's 6:30 p.m. in Cyprus, and we just dropping all this content here for you guys. So give us some love. Come on. So look, we don't have a presentation today. So what I'm going to show you guys is I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you the basic structure that we have, or the structure that we have in the basic training that we have in the Unstoppables. So we can go point by point, and you, Marta, can let us know like the particularities of the platform, so people can start implementing. And at the end of the call, I know that, Marta, you've been so generous to offer like a little present for everyone watching here. And look, for the ones that stick until the end, even if you're watching the replay, you might have a chance to get the to get the gift that Marta has for you. So with further ado, I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna show you guys. Oh, we got Castle, we got Peter. Hi, Peter. Awesome to see you, brother. I don't know if you can see the messages, Marta. So this is, I'm going to share my screen. Don't worry, it's going to look better than that. So what I want to show you, this is the library in the Unstoppables. This is the library that our clients get access to. I'm going to get rid of this bit up here. So there's a little bit more screen. So one of the things that's important to understand is that, you know, I'm not giving instructions or training on everything, but at least Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram, which are the biggest platforms and the one that have the most people in there, we have training on everything. So we're gonna follow the structure that we have on the LinkedIn training here. So Marta, we got introduction. I always get confused, but yeah, Instagram. we got why Instagram is where it is. Setting up your profile, how to use hashtags properly, and why. Instagram reach, which would be like sending messages, which is where the rubber meets the road, and Instagram engagement. So if you don't mind, what I would like to do is to touch every one of these ones. And I'm a man and I like popcorn. I don't know. What I would like to, so let's go one by one, okay? So Instagram, I would like you, Marta, to give us like a quick introduction about Instagram and why Instagram is where it is today.
Okay. So basically is what you're saying. Instagram and Facebook and probably LinkedIn are the three biggest platforms to find clients right now. So you also need to know where you need to find your clients. And if it's on Instagram, you need to have certain things already prepared. So when people go to your profile, they immediately like it, because Instagram is very much a visual platform. Is not that much, the content is important, but the first thing that someone is gonna see when they get to your profile is how it looks, you know? Yeah. Then once someone follows you, the content is what's important. So we have to take care of all of that. Now, why Instagram? It's basically because the engagement that you can get on Instagram and how easy it is to find clients there, you know, just making a quick search by hashtags, you know, keywords, anything like that. It's so easy to find the people that could be looking for your services, you know, for your products that are offering, for everything. So it is, I actually want to start saying something very, very important. Instagram is not about the numbers of followers you get. It is not about the amount of likes you get on your post and anything like that. Because we all know if we have like 200 followers, that's 200 potential clients that we can have. Yeah. So forget about the numbers here. They are not important. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay, I was like, were you going to say something? So yeah, so that's basically why Instagram it's for me one of the best platforms right now, because it's so easy to find people there just by searching keywords.
Yeah, that's true. Like it's confusing when you get into Instagram, because there's, I mean, again, as any other new platform that you might be using, there's a lot of stuff that you don't really understand until someone comes and says, no, this is how it is. And one of the things that it's hitting for me is that it's not about the quantity but the quality, because I feel and I felt like that as well, that people are fighting for followers. Then there's Instagram profiles reaching out, hey, get so many followers, get 1,000 extra followers, and it's like, yeah, well, I want to have followers, but do you want to have 1,000, like 100,000 followers, or you want to have like a few followers who are actually engaged and committed and willing to buy from you?
Yeah, if you don't mind me saying something in that, you know, a couple of years ago, people got crazy buying followers, you know, to reach the 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 followers. And we always have to keep two things in mind. The first one is reach, that we are going to talk about it. But Instagram, as any other social media platform, is not going to show your content to the 100% of your followers. You know, it's going to always show to a certain percent of your followers. So if you, let's say that you are in I don't know, you start to get those group engagement, or, you know, those follow for follow and so on, but they are people that they are not your clients and they are not interested in anything that you're doing. Why do you want to have that person as a follower? You know, if they are not going to engage with your content, and in the end they are not going to become your client, and you are not going to help them anyway. So it is not about that. Yeah.
Castle Sports is asking, which is the best way to clients? Okay, which is the best way to clients? My company is manufacturing sportswear, leather gloves, and bags. So Castle Sports, obviously, it's a sports. It sounds like it's a sports company. Thanks for the question, by the way. So, what is the best way? I would say to find clients in terms of let's say in this case, it's a manufacturing of sportswear, gloves, and bags.
So, sorry, can you say that again? Sports clothes?
So his company manufactures sportswear, like sports stuff. So what would you do to start finding clients for a profile like that?
So first of all, because I've actually done some collaborations with sportswear clothing companies, I think the most important thing is when you post your pictures that are like real people wearing your clothes. It's not just the clothes, but it's also when you write the content, don't just write, I don't know, here's the new t-shirt, here's the new trainers, anything like that. Like, go beyond that, go beyond the emotion, the feeling, you know, that someone is going. And I know it sounds like, yeah, but I'm just selling clothes. It doesn't matter. Always go like beyond what you're selling. And another thing that is very important if you're selling physical products is to have the Instagram shop created, because then it's very easy for someone to just click and buy.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so what I'm hearing is that it doesn't matter if it's only photos. When you write something, what you want is to give a little bit of story, make it personal, make this connection with the audience. This is across platforms. It doesn't matter if you're writing blogs or if you on Pinterest, like you really wanna seem human. Now, Castle Sports is also asking, which is the best source to find clients? Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, any other. Castle, you probably were not at the beginning when we started, and one of the first things that I said, and I'm gonna repeat that because it's super important, and it's a great question. You don't put your offer into any platform and then you hope your clients to come. You need to understand, first of all, who are your clients, where are they hanging out, and then you go into this platform, into this media, and you put your message there. If you find that a company like yours is on Instagram and they have a lot of followers and they're making a lot of money, it means that your clients might be there as well. So you wanna copy or do similar things than this company is doing. And if you think that your clients might be more hanging out on LinkedIn, then you need to master the platform and understand how to put your content there. I hope that answers the question. And this is the same thing across the industry, because it doesn't matter. You need to know where your clients are before putting your content there. If you were to sell beer, would you go to a museum? Probably not. You'll go to a bar, because you know that your clients are in a bar. Yeah, people in museums drink beer, but they're not there to drink beer, so you don't want to market your beer in a museum. Amar says, I run a tech startup. We have 8 business apps geared for small to mid-sized businesses. My customers are B2B. Which platform is the best? Any other advice? Okay, business to business. Marta, what's your take on that?
What's my what, sorry?
What's your opinion on that?
When it comes to tech, is he selling just like apps, or is he selling any kind of services?
Good question. Yeah, Okay, so look, Amar, we wanted to wait until the end, but what Martha's is going to be so nice to do today, you guys have Martha's Instagram handle in the copy of the post above this video. And Martha, if you add her on Instagram and send her a message, she's gonna do a profile review for the 5 first people that reach out to her. So feel free to reach out and ask questions. Because she'll be so generous to have a look at your profile and give you some advice. So Amar says both focus on apps and platform. So yeah, look, Amar, what I would suggest is reach out to Martha, because I believe that everyone here is going to have like a different case. We cannot, unfortunately, we don't have the time to give all the answers to everyone, because every case is going to be very particular. We would have to look at your products, at what you're doing online, and also getting your opinion or your information about where are your competitors marketing, where are your clients hanging out. Let us know, Amar, if you cannot find the handle, but add Martha and shoot her a message. She's going to jump on a call if necessary, or do a profile audit with 5 first people. Thanks, Martha, for doing that, by the way.
No worries.
Okay. So what's next?
Next is how you have to set up your profile. Is what I was saying. If someone jumps on your profile, either because they find you by any keywords or any hashtags, and they find your profile, and let's say that your profile picture, it's just, I don't know, like a tree or like a harbor or something like that, something that is not personal, or they are not going to relate to your brand. They are not going to connect with you right away. So profile picture, and then especially the content that is in your bio, those are 2 of the most important things that are going to be involved in that decision of someone to whether follow you or not. But also, it's also, how your profile looks like. So what I mean by that is that when you make the post, they have to, they always have to be related to your brand, the colors that you are using, and they somehow need to follow like a pattern. It's not that we have to be like ABC, but it is always nice. Again, just remember, when someone looks at your profile, it is always nice to go and see all your profiles. So for example, if you check mine, it's always this blue in the background. Why? Because I always travel a lot, and I live, by the sea. So it's like, it's always consistent, and it's always blue is the main color of my brand. So you have to make everything consistent. And especially, in your bio and your username and your name, you just have to be very clear on what you do and what you offer and what they can expect from you. It's not like, you're not going to make like a bio of your life. No one cares about that. Is that what they can get from you? What results can they expect if they work with you?
Totally. Yeah, the way I see that, as every other social platform or any other business, is like, you want to have a shop that it looks nice, that it's compelling to your audience, that it's going to make them want to know more. Now we got Peter asking something. He says, I'm completely redesigning my Instagram profile to fit what I'm doing now. Should I just delete my old profile and start from scratch, or does it work to rebuild from where I already am on the platform?
So no, I wouldn't recommend anyone to delete an old profile and start a new one, just because how the algorithm works. If you start a new profile, it's going to be very, very complicated to start growing your followers a lot. It's not impossible, it's just like more complicated. So if you already have something that maybe you have been using, maybe not even posting for the last year, couple of years, whatever, it's way better. And even if you just have your friends there or your post. And another thing, because many people started to use Instagram in a personal way, and they started to post like personal photos, and then they want to move that into a business type of profile. Do not delete the pictures. There is an option that says archive, and always press that, because for the algorithm is the same. If you start deleting so many pictures, it's just going to like think like, why is this person deleting so many pictures, and then start to add more. So don't delete pictures, just archive them. So they're going to disappear from your profile, but they will still be there.
Totally. Great. Thanks, Marta. That was valuable. Thank you.
No.
Yeah, I've thought about that a lot of times. I'm always keen to delete everything and start from scratch, but I know that it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Yeah. Awesome. So, what are your thoughts on Rails? And I believe that that's Wolfgang here. What are your thoughts on Rails?
So Reels is the new way of Instagram to put that content there. And again, just think, when a new platform releases something new, they want you to use it. And it was the same when they started to use IGTV. The people that were using IGTV were getting more attention, were getting more views, more reach. So first of all, if you are familiar with the other platform, TikTok, it's exactly the same. So they literally copy everything. And I think it's a great way to make something more fun, you know. People like videos, people like seeing things, you know, not just either a picture or, I don't know, like a full live video. Reels are just like 15 seconds, or you can make it up to 1 minute. But if they're 15 seconds, they are more effective, because then people are actually going to watch the whole thing. And then you can add text, you know. So I think it's very, very useful, depending on how you use it and what you use it for. But I think it's a great way to put content out there.
Yeah, you said something that's super important, and it is that when platforms they constantly are improving the algorithms, changing the algorithms, testing out new features, and when they release a new feature, which is Reels, it's been there for less than a year, I believe. You wanna be using that feature, because they're gonna push this so more people see it, and you wanna take advantage of that. It might, but it might not work. If it doesn't work, that's cool. You just ignore it, and you don't need to go. You don't need to go back. But you wanna, every time that there is a new feature coming up, you need to take advantage and definitely using it. Awesome, Marta. Yeah. Awesome.
Let me just say something, Carlos. Sorry for interrupting. Another thing that it happened to me at the beginning, you know, when you're starting to use a new platform, don't get stuck into trying to make it perfect. You know, don't try to I don't know, if you're playing with the Reels, don't try to make it like something awesome, or maybe you see something that someone has been using it for a while and they have a better understanding on how to use it. Just do it, just try it and put it out there. Because if you post it on the stories, they will disappear after 24 hours. So it is not that much of a big deal, and just play with it.
Yeah. Perfectionism will kill your success and will stop you from taking action. It's better done than perfect. So yeah, absolutely agree with that.
Yeah.
Awesome. So next we have, okay, so Instagram profile set up. We've covered a fair bit of that. What about hashtags?
Hashtags. Everyone messages me like, how does this work? Like, I don't get it.
So confusing. It's so confusing.
It is. You just need to know how they work, because once you figure it out, and if you are up to date with the algorithm, it is actually not that complicated to make it work. But yeah, if I can say one thing about hashtags, if you're starting out and your profile is kind of new and you don't get many likes, do not use hashtags that have like 1 million posts. Okay, why? Because so let's say that you want to use, I'm gonna make this up, business coach, and business coach has like 2 million posts. Okay, what that means, first of all, is that once you make your post, your post is going to appear on that hashtag page, but then it's just going to disappear, because there are so many people using it, you know, that your post is just going to disappear after a couple of seconds. And why we want to use hashtags is because we want people to find us. We want to reach people that are using the same hashtags, but we also want to be found. So
Yeah.
again, do not use something that is very general, and do not use something that has like millions of posts, at least at the beginning. Once you start getting more likes and more views and more engagement, then you can start scaling up the kind of hashtags that you use, but not at the beginning.
Yeah, so basically, when it took me a while to understand that, and basically if you go to Instagram, what you'll see, especially when you do searches, you'll get like entrepreneur, and you'll see all these posts from entrepreneur. Now, let's say, as you said, there's a million posts with this hashtag, and yours is one of them. There's gonna be 1 in a million. So people searching for entrepreneur, people seeing entrepreneur thing, they're gonna, if there's 1 in a million chances that they'll find you. But if you use a hashtag that's got 50,000 people or 50,000 posts every day, it's gonna be 1 in 50,000, which is gonna be like greater possibility that people find you. So yeah, it took me a while to learn that. I still get confused, but thanks Marta.
Let me actually give like a very quick example. For example, with this guy that has the clothing company. Let's say, for example, he has this legging for yoga people. Okay, if he uses the hashtag, whatever that has, I don't know, between 10,000 and 100,000 posts, something with like yoga teacher or something like that. Yoga teacher is probably has many more, but if he uses something like that, how that is going to work is that the people that are either following that hashtag, okay, then it's more likely that your post is going to appear on their feed. And also, if they are following that in the stories and then you post it in the stories, same thing, your story is going to be shown in their stories feed. But also because I think he was the one asking, how can I find clients there? Well, if you're selling clothes for yoga people, then you need to find people who are doing yoga. So just find like yoga teacher or anything like that.
Yeah, makes sense. Wolfham's asking, do I always post the same 30 hashtags, or should I have different collection of hashtags sorted by themes? He's asking good questions.
Very, 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 very important. Do not use the same hashtags over and over again, because Instagram is just going to start blocking your post, and it's not going to show your post to different people. So when I started, we were using 30 hashtags, and we would create 3 or 4, and we would just post the same thing over and over again. They changed the algorithm. So now what would work? What I would say would work, you need to find hashtags that are related to your niche and the type of clients that you have. But also you need to find hashtags related to the content, the specific content that you're posting with that post. So it doesn't work anymore like, oh, I'm just going to create this pack of 20 hashtags and that's the only thing that I'm going to post, because it just doesn't work. Your reach is not going to go anywhere, and just new people are not going to find your post.
Yeah, good answer. Yeah, I had no idea. I always copy and paste shit. Okay, good to know. Cool. So now, when it comes to reaching out to people, or what we call it as Instagram reach, give us what is that? Tell us how it works.
So
because let me say something. Let me. I mean, I get a lot of people sending me messages almost every day, and there's these very lame profiles that you see that they're trying to pitch you something right off the bat, and it's so ineffective. I delete them. I'm not only deleting them, I report them as spam, and then I block them. So. Because they're spamming me, they're sending me links to something that it's spammy, and they look like spam. So I don't think it's working for them either. So how does it work?
Okay, so yeah, first of all, when I talk about Instagram reach, it's the statistic. Okay, and it's actually what it means is like how many people are actually going to see your post. And the reason why I wanted to mention that in the course is for what we were saying before. You know, in many countries, people are not able to see how many likes a post gets anymore. And you know, some other people, they still just want to like get thousands of likes, and it's like, it doesn't matter, you know. What matters, you know, we all have these people that are always checking our posts, but they don't do anything, right? They don't like, they don't comment, and they, yeah. So what reach is actually how many people actually get to see your post, whether they engage with it or not. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that to be sure people understand that the numbers of like don't matter. Comments are always good because they always give you authority, or they give you engagement. Is good for the algorithm. But again, it is not the most difficult thing to get. So I'm gonna jump ahead because the last part is about the engagement, and it's basically how to get more engagement, because we want to grow this authority in every social media platform that we have. And even though it's not about the numbers that we get, we want to reach as many people as we can, right? Because we want to get clients, we want to be able to help people, so we want to reach as many people as we can. So how Instagram is like any other social media platform, right? You just need to start engaging with people, start creating those connections. And especially is what you're saying, you know, it's not about following someone and then, hey, I'm an Instagram coach, do you need any help with Instagram? No, it doesn't work like that, because people are either just going to not follow you or just ignore you, or report you. So yeah, you don't want to do that. But what you want to do is to start creating those connections, start building those relationships. And how you can do that is like, for example, one thing that I do that it works very well on my personal profile. Whenever I post, I go to my previous post, and the people that left me comments, then I will go to their profiles and leave comments in their new post, you know. So then they get that notification, and normally they will come check out my profile, and if I have a new post, then they will leave a comment there as well. So you want to start building these relationships. Sorry, Carlos.
Yeah, no, I was saying I understand.
Okay. So yeah, that's basically it, you know. If I have to summarize like the basics of Instagram, is like have a good looking profile, you know, understand how you have to create your profile picture, very important, your username and your name, what to include in your bio, the hashtags that you use, the content that you create, and especially engaging and reaching out to people every day if you can.
Which it takes us to the last part of the training, which is Instagram engagement. And again, this is just to remind everyone here, like social media platforms are free for users, but they're money-making machines for someone. So the owners, like in the case of Instagram and Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, they're making a lot of money. They're businesses. So what they want is to have people in the platform, as many people as they possibly can. But they don't want to have secret stalkers. They want to have people who are actually active, people who engage, people who generate engagement, people who interact with other users, because it's this interaction what's going to keep people engaged in the platform. They're going to keep people in using the platform more and more. And what happens is that the more people are in the platform, the more money they can make out of Facebook ads, Instagram ads, or LinkedIn ads, or whatever it is. So if you need to please the owner of the platform, you need to play by the rules. And the rules are that they want you to be engaged. They want you to participate and be active. They don't want secret stalkers that take no action. So it is super important that you understand that. And it's the same on every single social media platform, but the way you engage is different. So you've said a little bit about engagement. Is there anything else that you want to add on that? Because engagement is important, like engaging and commenting. What about sending messages to people?
So basically what I do for my clients is like, whenever they post or whenever they ask me to post how many times per week, I always dedicate like about 30 minutes before posting, and I engage with the hashtags that I'm going to use in the post. And then in those hashtags, if I see profiles that could be their potential clients, then I send them a message, and I send them a message, just a general message. It could be, you don't want to get into those, hey, how is the weather in your country kind of conversations. So you want to kind of ask something specific, which in this case, with all the situation that we are living worldwide, could be like, how's your business doing during these times, and that would initiate the conversation. So, and then always leave a comment. And one thing that maybe many people don't know, when you follow someone new and then you send them a message, your message doesn't go into their inbox until they either follow you back, or it would appear on the top right. It would say 1 request or 2 requests, So when you press it there, then you have the people that have sent you messages, but you don't follow them. So one thing to keep in mind is that whenever you are reaching out to people, keep in mind that they're not going to see your message unless they follow you. So one strategy is like, whenever you follow them, also leave them a comment, say something relevant to the content so they know that you're not a bot. And then always say, hey, check your DMs, so they know that you have sent them a message.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen some people doing that. Some profiles doing that. We got Thomas Lowe. Man, I'm so happy to hear you here. Thanks for watching, brother. He's saying Instagram and B2B. Do you think it can work organic? I'm gonna answer part of this question if you don't mind, Martita, and then I'll let you to follow up. Tom, he's a friend of mine, and he's doing great things on LinkedIn as well. I recommend everyone to check him out. Instagram and B2B, like as we said before, what you need to understand is the businesses that you want to target on Instagram, do they have a profile there? Are they active? Because if that's the case, then it might work. What you can do as well is, what kind of businesses are you targeting and what kind of services are you providing? Is there other people offering the same thing on Instagram? How are they doing it? If they're already doing it, you can do it as well. It can work. Organic. To the question of organic, it works every single time on every single platform. Now, organic is something that I use, both I and my clients, and I recommend everyone using when they're getting started, because until you have a proof of concept, until you have something that you know that it works organically, that means that people are interested and they're gonna buy, it's gonna be a very high risk to spend ads on it, to pay someone to do some kind of paid advertising of any sort, because you don't really know if it works or if it doesn't. So when you find out if it works organically, which usually doesn't take ad spend, but it takes time, when you then go from organic to paid traffic, then it's like adding fuel to the fire. But before, it could be like adding water to the fire. So that's my take here. And then Marta, what would you say here?
I was actually going to say exactly the same, that it depends on the kind of businesses he's working with. And I was just going to say, check if any other businesses are on Instagram, like the kind of businesses that he's targeting. And if they are, then you can do it as well, and you can target them. But I guess it depends on the kind of business. Not every business, every brands are on Instagram. It just depends on what you are offering.
Yeah. The key here is to make sure that they are there. And this is what we said just right at the beginning. If they're there, you go and market there. And I said, I always use the example of a bar and a museum. You might find the same people in both places, but you're never going to market, I don't know, whiskey in a museum, because these people are not there to drink whiskey. They might have a profile. They might be hanging out in a museum. They might be hanging out in Instagram, but they're not interested in buying because they're buying somewhere else. When they want beer, they go to the bar. So where do you market your beer? In the bar. So it's not enough to know that they are there. Are they there? And are they making any business? Are they willing to make any business? Or is that the platform that they're using to make business? If this is the case, then absolutely you can make business. But it's important to understand this first. Tom is a master on these online things. He's amazing. So look, as we said before, Marta, we have the handle just above the video. It's in the copy of this post. If you reach out to her, she's gonna do a profile audit for the 5 first people that reach out to her, and for free. I know that, Marta, you're very busy, but you've been so nice to give this value to our Unstoppable community. And we have one last question. If you're willing to ask, is the age of your clients will tell you which is the best. Do you think age is something that we need to consider before going into one platform or the other? In this case, Instagram.
If you had asked me this question 2 years ago, I would have said yes. But now more and more people, whether they are like 50, 60 or 15, they are using Instagram. So I guess, yes, it depends on, what is your average age of your client, and if they are normally using Instagram. It is, for me, I wouldn't say it depends on the age, because again, now more and more people are starting to use the app. And before it was more like for what we would think about TikTok right now, right? It's more for the young people. But the Instagram grew way beyond that, and now everyone's using it. So I wouldn't say the age matters. It's more the kind of market, the kind of business that you're targeting.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, look, unless your target audience, if your target audience is under 18, then this is the people that you need to grab their attention. But then you need to be marketing to their parents, because they're not allowed to buy or anything, so they'll be asking to their parents to buy from you. But again, it's not about the age. It's good that you consider the age of your audience when you're researching about them and understanding where they hang out. But if it doesn't matter the age, if 80 years old people are hanging out on LinkedIn, on Instagram, because they like seeing cooking shows, and there is like amazing cooking show pages on Instagram, then there you go. You go and follow the same people as these cooking shows are following, and you get your target audience there.
Yeah.
Awesome, Marta. So look, we've been here for like 50 minutes, 49. And look, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. But if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Marta. Feel free to reach out to me as well. You can, you know my profile, because I'm the one posting the video, so it'll be easy to reach out. And yeah, hope you're having an amazing weekend. And thanks a lot, Marta, for making some time for us. And
no worries. Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you. We will see you guys on the next live. It's probably going to be soon, considering the rhythm of the live that we're doing these days. So thank you, everyone, and see you on Monday.
Bye.
Bye.